is not an isolated incident. This issue of rising anti-Semitism around the world is now playing out again with violence against Jews. And for the first night of Hanukkah, we know that Israelis are going to gather at Freshman Beach here in Tel Aviv to have a vigil for their fellow citizens and those who were affected by this horrific terrorist attack in Australia.
So, Trey, in the hours since that attack, we've seen on social media videos that purport to show a bystander taking down one of the gunmen. Is there any indication that those videos are real? I know that at Fox we have not verified them yet to use them. Do you have anything you can tell us on that?
Yeah, we have reviewed one video that appears to be authentic, showing a bystander, and he approaches one of these gunmen. These gunmen are dressed in black, and they are shooting indiscriminately into these crowds of people. And one of these bystanders hides behind the bumper of a car, and when the gunman is firing in a direction off to his left, the bystander approaches this gunman, wraps his arm around him, and pulls the gun out of his hands, and then holds him at gunpoint. Again, Australian authorities say that one of the two gunmen is dead, another one is in custody, and they are investigating who exactly these individuals are. Australian media is reporting that there is at least one raid taking place at a house of one of the suspects in this shooting, this terrorist attack that took place against Jews on the first night of Hanukkah in Australia. But we will continue to get more information. There are these videos that are circulating, and it's important to note here what this means for Jews in Australia. Some of the people that were attending this event at Bondi Beach were survivors of October 7th. That man Arson, who survived October 7th, spoke with local news there in Australia, and I watched the interview before we came here on air, and he talks about surviving October 7th, and then fighting anti-Semitism from here in Israel, then getting the call to move to Australia, where he then continued his efforts and then survived this terrorist attack today. But again, it gives you a sense that this is not an isolated event. The rise of anti-Semitism around the world is leading to violence against Jews, and the latest event was here in Sydney, Australia at Bondi Beach that led to 12 people being murdered and at least 29 others wounded.